Hello boaters, welcome to Narrowboat Journeys. We're continuing our trip on the South Oxford Canal. We're heading towards Cropredy. We're currently on the southern edge of Cropredy and we'll just take a trip into the centre of the village. I'm going to stop at the water point for the various boat facilities there, and then I'll carry on the trip in the next video. Cropredy's got quite a vibrant boating community really. It can get incredibly busy here in the summer, and especially round about the second week of August when they have the Fairport Convention Music Festival very close by. If you come through at that time of year, you will probably have problems mooring up. For about a week before and maybe a week after, the festival's usually on round about the 12th of August. So a week before and a week after, it's going to be extremely busy. All the towpath, like on the right where we're passing now, will be completely full of boats, and very often they'll be double-breasted as well. Boats only actually make up a small part of the festival really, because all the fields on the left of here will be full of tents and caravans as well. But it's a great time to be here if you're into that sort of thing. It really comes alive then. All the boats here on the left, they're all long-term moorings, but they're not CRT moorings. This is something the local farmer has done. He's made the edge of his field available for moorings. I remember being here years ago and none of these boats were here then, and we got some really quite nice views. I took this picture here many years ago. But that's the way of it, I guess. Things change, and there's been quite a lot of changes in the Cropredy area recently. Not all for the better in my opinion. There's my mate Steve, walking the dog. On the left, behind that caravan there, is the old Cropredy mill. It's a very old building, it's disused as far as I know, and it looks like it's about to fall down. Whether or not it'll ever be restored or converted, I don't know. But going under this bridge now, this really marks the beginning of Cropredy. And the boats on the right hand side there are all CRT long-term moorings. There are some visitor moorings a little bit further up. I'll let you know when we get to them. That post on the right there marks the start of the visitor moorings. I think they're 14 days. In the field there on the left, they're going to dig out another marina, which is going to be quite a pretty place to moor, but I imagine it's going to add to the congestion in Cropredy. On the right we've got CRT long-term moorings again. I'm not exactly sure where they begin, but it's around about here. And now we're just approaching the centre of Cropredy, and to the left we've got a winding hole and the CRT boaters facilities, and there's not a lot of room there, and again it can get incredibly busy in the summer and there'll be boats queuing up for the facilities. There's only room really for one boat to moor up, and there's not really enough room for that, to be honest, but things usually work themselves out. There might be like 3 boats queuing for water for one water point, and then there might be another 2 or 3 boats waiting to turn around, and it can get a bit chaotic here. As you can see, we've got Elsan, water point, rubbish disposal. There's also bottle recycling as well. Now, I recorded this little clip a few days earlier when the canal was frozen. We've got a toilet there, an Elsan place, bottle recycling, the rubbish bins. Of course, there's a big winding hole there, and we've got a water point. Now, if you want to get into this little yard, not by boat, you need to hop over the wall beside that fence there. It's quite easy to do. And on the other side of the canal we've got the little village shop, which is very handy because it's right beside the canal. There it is, as seen from the water point. It was a Sunday when I recorded this little clip. I don't know if they're open on Sundays in the summer. Can't remember. Here's the Elsan point. It's a lot cleaner and tidier than the one in Banbury, but it was quite high up. You had to lift the Elsan quite high. We've got bottle recycling, and behind that we've got the general rubbish. The water point was leaking quite badly, but at least it does stop it from freezing up when it's like that. And no Oxfordshire village would be complete without a funny place name. Anyway, I'll carry on the video about Cropredy in the next video, and I'll show you a little bit more. So tune in next time, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.